And then Big Daddy Kane became like sort of like a godfather to me, you know what I mean? And Kane would let me, I would go over his house and we'd be rapping in the backyard and freestyle. Now, mind you, at this time, Big Daddy Kane is huge. You know what I'm saying? Big gold chains, red Mercedes Benz on Long Live the Kane. I'm chilling in that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? And he would let me go on a tour with him. He took me out on tour.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah.
That's the first time y'all?
No, but
I thought it was going to be something before that.
Oh, no.
Okay, where was that freestyle at? Let's just be clear. Was that the Palladium?
Oh, Palladium was nothing compared to where that was at.
Where was that? Where was that?
Oh, I gotta get on my phone.
You know what it is.
New York, understand me.
That was the Garden.
No, where was
Madison,
that? That was the Garden?
Madison Square Garden, New York.
I believe it was our last stop or one of our last stops, and that's when Pac and Big came out to rhyme with us there. Because me, Scoob, and Kane would do the freestyle on the rest of the tour anyway. But those was added on when we was actually there.
Pac was Pac at that time, but Big wasn't big at that time. Big was on the cusp of. Did you see?
Big was Biggie Small.
Was that the only freestyle that Biggie and Tupac had ever done live like that?
That's the only thing I ever heard.
Yeah. I mean, you were how old? Maybe 14, 15 at the time?
Yeah, I was young, man, and then I mean, it was like a rush, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't even smoke weed at that time, so the rush was just like, imagine, dudes wasn't doing Madison Square Garden like that, you know what I'm saying? This was the Budweiser Superfest. I couldn't even drink, and it's the Budweiser Superfest tour, and I'm not even old enough to drink, but I'm on the stage, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I give Kane all the love, man, because Kane really helped me, man, you know what I'm saying? He really took me in, you know what I'm saying, and taught me a lot. And it was just like 30,000 fans screaming, ah. And, you know, when I listen to it now, I'm like, oh, man, I think they were screaming a little more for me than a lot of these other guys. Uh-oh, man, I'm on to something.
Finger popping everything.
Yeah. So
He said, yeah.
one of the last spots we get to, actually how I actually get to the New York shit, I think we in Arizona, and Kane had to literally pick me up. It was the biggest arcade room in the world. It seemed like the world was video game heaven, and I was in it. But we had a plane to catch, and I was a kid. I did not want to leave. Yeah, literally. Kicking and like I was like, I want to play games. Like I was that kid because it got to a time when I wanted just to be a kid. I didn't want to do no interviews. I didn't want to rap. I just wanted to play basketball and do what I ever did and then to watch my friends. Yeah, but then your friends is growing up, experiencing real life. They're going to proms. You can't go because I'm not even in regular school no more. Then they're getting married. I'm still in rapper life, and then next thing you know, you with a whole new crew that's not even your original crew because they grew up and had to go down a road that they had to go in their life.
Kicking science, man. Kicking science.
So
you watching these classic records go out there. Did you pinch yourself, or was you in the moment where you really didn't understand how historical this was?
Even today, right? Even that and a lot of other things like Original Gangsters with Pam Grier and Jim Brown and Richard Roundtree and Fred Williamson, or to be working with Robert Townsend, right? It's surreal, right? When you look back, you don't realize, you know what I'm saying, the weight these people hold till you look back on it. And at the time, nah, I didn't. Not at all.
Classic, man. That's definitely, you know, it's like it's one of those moments someone like me wishes they could have actually experienced, like even as a fan.
This time, we didn't have social media.
Yeah.
So you was lucky if somebody had a disposable camera or if a magazine happened to take a picture, or other than that, you didn't know. But for me, there was people from my projects there. So the next morning when I came out, and they was like, he was at the Garden, because nobody would have believed me if I told them. I was in school before I had a record deal. Like, I had a record deal, but I'm in school telling like, yeah, working on an album.
Right.
Yeah, we know. You know what I mean? Like I was a straight liar. It wasn't until my song came out, they was like, he wasn't lying all this time.
Right.
Because it was just so far-fetched for someone to have a record deal then. You had to know somebody to know somebody to know somebody.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's how the game was so controlled. You know what I mean? That's why these guys...
Shaheem _Rugged. You're tuning in to Jammed Up Journals. Don't judge me. Don't judge you.
Philly, Shaheem, I'm so codeine. They tryna pill me in my coldie pain. I'm from a different generation with a different obligation in these sticky situations. I'ma come out gun blazing.